Today we are going to have a vote. It'll be our third vote on expulsion. There's ample evidence from George Santos' own admissions as to why he should be expelled from Congress. But there is no rational or reasonable American that can read that 56-page ethics report and not conclude that George Santos should not be a member of Congress. It is impossible for any objective, rational person to read that ethics report and think, yes, this should be one of the 435 people in this country who makes our laws. The Republicans have protected him for 11 months. Not because they agree with his conduct, not because they think he's an upstanding person, but because they have put their own political interests over the integrity of the Congress. Today is an opportunity for the Republicans to do the right thing. Or, once again, will they put politics over the American people? George Santos has not represented the interests or the needs of the 3rd District of New York. And it is long past time that Republicans stand up for doing the right thing, not the politically expedient thing.
So how do we resolve this? We have been reaching out to our Republican leaders on Long Island and across New York State for 11 months to get their help. Congress, the House of Representatives, is run by Republicans. The only way we can get him out is if the Republicans decide it's time to get him out. If this vote fails today, it is an absolute reflection on Congressman LaLota, Congressman D'Esposito, Congressman Lawler, Congressman Williams, and Congressman Molinaro. And what it speaks to that too is their weakness, their inability to get their colleagues to vote to expel this charlatan. It is so clear that if they can't do this, what can they do for their constituents? It really begs that question.
For 11 months, we have been without meaningful representation in Congress, without an advocate to bring home needed funds, without a serious policymaker to amplify our voices, without a competent office to provide constituent services to vulnerable people. Every day that George Santos has been in Congress has been a day that our rights have been disregarded and our needs unmet. Ethics Committee findings show what we have known all along for 11 months now, that the fraud Santos perpetrated on voters is unprecedented, and that to allow him to remain in Congress for his entire term would actually set a dangerous new precedent, normalizing blatant criminality and denigrating the rights of voters. We hope that members of Congress, all of them in both parties, will see through these arguments and vote to expel George Santos today.
We heard in the debates representatives saying that they can't go against the will of the constituents. Well, we're here to tell you the will of the constituents is to remove this fraud. Over 80% of us, that's both Democrats and Republicans, as polled, want him gone. It's not a partisan issue, it's a right and wrong issue. Santos tried to play the victim yesterday, as you all heard. We, the constituents, are the victims. We have no meaningful representation and have not had that for almost a year now. We deserve and demand better.
You guys want to say? I got it. Thank you so much.